it's Catty and welcome back to my channel Glam by Catty. If you are new here, welcome. I upload a video every Sunday, and as you can tell from the title of this week's video, we will be doing this Christmas holiday glam transformation. Really quickly, I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for all your love, support, and prayers through this time that I'm going through right now. If you follow me on social media, you know that a little bit after Thanksgiving, I just woke up feeling friggin' horrible. Literally, like I got ran over by a bus. Like it was bad. And we did get tested and came back positive for coronavirus.
Coronavirus! I'm telling you, it's real! It's getting real!
So we have been in quarantine for 2 weeks and I am finally feeling a whole lot better to sit down and finally film and get this video up for you guys. As you know, last week's video was recorded and edited about a week and a half before this happened, so I'm just so glad to be finally feeling like myself, and thank you guys so much. So if you want to see how I got this look right here, then just keep watching. So my face is nice and clean, and we're just going to jump into primer using my e.l.f. Poreless Putty. And as I'm doing my base, since y'all have seen me do these steps like a million times, we're just going to go on ahead and talk about everything and what's been going on. Like literally right after Thanksgiving is whenever it just hit one morning. We just woke up and I literally felt like, being 100% real with y'all, like I had been hit by a bus. Like it was horrible. Everything hurt. Alright, moving on to foundation, and for this holiday glam I want a freaking full beat, so I'm going to go in with the Huda Beauty Faux Filter foundation, and I'm going to mix it also with the TooFaced Born This Way matte. So I'll mix those just to get a freaking full coverage, followed by a shade that matches me more right now. I don't know what's going on, but my skin is actually, like my body is actually darker than my face right now. So yeah, and I freaking missed this blender. I forgot how obsessed I am with it, especially the brand new one, and it's damp. We just literally woke up with the symptoms one morning after Thanksgiving, and I had fever and everything. It literally felt like I got hit by a freaking bus. It was not fun at all, and we've been in quarantine for 2 weeks already. So yeah, definitely feeling a lot better. Concealer, of course, I'm gonna use my go-to, the e.l.f. 16-hour Camo. Applying that underneath my eyes and my lids to prep before the eyeshadow, like always, and blending it out with that Real Techniques blender. But yeah, I feel so much better compared to the first week. The first week was a literal like hell. It sucked so bad. I spent most of the day just sleeping, and I'm glad that this last week is going by way better compared to the first week. Set my face with powder. I'm using my Huda Beauty. I'm going to push it underneath my eyes first and my lids, and then I just decided to get glam finally, since I've been like that for the past 2 weeks. My skin definitely got to breathe. I'm just pressing it all over my face to set. Now that my whole face is set with that powder, I'm actually going to be getting into my Dragun Beauty face palette. I'm taking the bronzer shade Femme, which is the lighter one, and going to bronze my face. Bronzing around my forehead to give it some more color. And if y'all have not tried this face palette from Nikita and Dragun Beauty, I highly recommend it. It's freaking bomb. Taking the deeper shade Surge right here on that same bronzing brush. Onto my nose, I'm going to dip back into that light shade Femme, and I'm taking that on my favorite nose contour brush, which is the Morphe 506. It's this little brush right here. Draw 2 lines on the side and the tip to give the illusion of a smaller nose and snatch it, and then when we bake it'll make it less harsh. Before we bake, we need to pop on some blush, so I'm going to be staying in that Dragun Beauty face palette since I have it out right here, and I will probably mix the two. This pretty pink is called Baby Girl, and then this beautiful orange shimmer shade is called Tea Girl. So I'm just going to take those on a flat blush face brush and pop that on my apples of my cheeks. To bake my face, I am actually going to be using the JeffreeStar translucent base powder right here instead of the Huda Beauty one, just because it's so freaking brightening. Like, this powder is straight up white, so if you have fair to light skin, I definitely recommend it for baking. It really helps highlight and brighten those areas. Bake my smile lines first underneath my eyes to catch any of the fallout for the eyeshadow, of course, and then I will take the flat side and go underneath the contour to sharpen it. Next up is brows, of course, and I'll be using my favorite drugstore brow product, which is the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer in Brunette. It has a spoolie on one side, so I'm going to take my BaddieBs mirror and just brush up what little hairs I do have. Just drawing a line underneath the bottom of the brow, drawing a line on top of the brow. Also go down and create the tail that I want, since nothing freaking grows there and I don't have one, and then I'll just connect it. Fill in that end. Use the powder to fill in the rest. Still pretty freaking nasally. I'm gonna fill them in with powder with a light brown shadow for the front half and then a deeper brown for the tail, just to set them in place. This Christmas glam, of course, for lips, I was planning to do a classic red lip. I'm gonna stick with greens, and instead of doing a cut crease, I am just gonna do a glitter halo. I'm gonna be taking the greens from the James X Morphe palette. Excuse my nails, they're freaking ugly, I know. I'm gonna take this light green shade as my transition, and then deepen the inner and outer corners with the dark green for the halo eye before I pop on the green glitter. And for the green pop of glitter, I will be using the Morphe 24A Artist Pass palette. There's a beautiful green pressed glitter in here called Palm Tree. It is this one right here. Let me swatch it for y'all. It's freaking gorgeous. We are nice and zoomed in on the eyes. I'm going to get in with that brightest green shadow from the James X Morphe palette on a small fluffy brush. And I'm going to start blending it in my lid as the transition shade. Light green shadow is blended out in the crease everywhere. I'm dipping into the darker green shadow on a smaller definer brush, and I'm going to pack that on the outer corner of my eye and the inner corner as well. This looks crazy, but then we're going to go in with that fluffy brush that we used to apply the transition and blend out all these edges, just working around in little circular motions. That way there's no harsh lines. Take some concealer on a flat concealer brush and cut the center of the lid to get that halo eye effect. Get back into the lime green shade and pack it on the outer corner like this and the inner corner, just to blend those two together. center right here, getting into that green glitter. I'm just popping it on with my finger to the center of this halo eye. I'm going to take that deep green shadow and smoke out my lower lash line on a small lower lash line brush. Under that dark green shadow, I'm going to go in with the light green shadow and smoke it out even more. Corner Browbone highlight, I'm taking my favorite white shade, which is a VIP from the Jaclyn Hill Armed and Gorgeous. Alright, so I popped on a pair of my favorite lashes. You'll know they are the BaddieBs in Extra. Next, I'm going to apply a setting spray to set everything in and apply a highlight and a lip, and then we are done. I'm going to be using one of my favorites, the TooFaced Hangover 3-in-1 Peach. For highlight, I will go in with this TooFaced one, Blinded by the Light. It is freaking gorgeous and just a beautiful highlight shade. I'll apply it to my Cupid's bow, my nose, and then the high points of my cheeks. Super freaking pigmented. I love this highlighter. It's one of my favorites. Instead of going in with a JeffreeStar lip like I normally do, another one of my favorites are the Dragon Glass Beauty ones by Nikita also, and I have this red one right here in the shade Dragon Blood, so I'll be applying that to the lips. Completes this holiday glam transformation. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to give this video a like, subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and comment down below what other video or looks you'd like to see next. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye!